What's good, y'all? This is part 3, the final part of our 2020 sack analysis. If you want to see how the tackles and the interior dudes did, y'all can go check that video out. I'll link them at the end. But today we're looking at what we call in the O-line room the EBEs, the everybody else's. These are sacks that aren't particularly on the offensive line, but they are sacks that happen. We're going to be looking at some sacks that are Dak's fault, or one sack that was Dak's fault, the mini sacks that was Andy and Benjamin's fault. Gary Gilbert didn't have any, then Zeke and Tony. Now what we're doing by nature is this is very opinion based, right? So what I want is for when I give my thoughts and opinions on whoever's fault it is, that sack in particular, I want y'all to go in the chat box and tell me, or the comment section, and tell me who y'all think fault that it was, and was I wrong with my thoughts and analysis on it. For example, right, this is a very clear example of it can be many people's faults, but I'm going to put this on Dak. But first I'm going to run the play, and I'm going to let you guys kind of get a whiff of it, and then I'm going to break it down with my long-windedness. All right. Now, I think the first thing that we have to think about when we talk about breaking down pass pro is we got to think about play side and backside. So this is the play side, right? Because there are multiple receivers over here. This tight end is displaced. So I'm going to say that the play side is the offense's left. So I mean, Dak is going to be looking that way. Why that's important is because if Dak is looking to the left, he can't see what's coming from the right. So most of the time in pass pro, we need to slide the offensive line to the blind side of the quarterback. And credit to Dak, because Dak has gotten so much better over the years at this. He's good at recognizing the defense and what they line up in, and getting the offense to move and adjust to that side. So what we're going to see, if you watch the offensive line here, we can go 4 for 4. These 4 guys on the right side on defense for our 4 guys, and we could just slide those dudes over. Check them out. See how they just slid to the right just to make sure everything's safe. But when those guys bailed out, we came back inside. So that's just kind of, that's just the rules in place. What makes this tricky here, and good job by Cleveland's DC here, is that they are going to stack heavy on one side but blitz from play side. So these guys are sliding, and what I really want is for Zeke to be, just to be better with his block, right? This could be on Dak, this could be on Zeke. I'm saying it's Dak's fault, because I do kind of want the ball out. Like, if you know a blitz is coming, get the ball out quicker, and you're gonna see Dalton flash in front of him. But you can also blame this on Zeke, right? Because Zeke does this. Look, man, Zeke is one of, if not the best blocking running back in the league, man. I don't want Zeke to attack people like this. I don't want Zeke, diving and missing. So we can look at this 2 ways. We can either say that is Dak's fault for not getting rid of the ball after knowing blitz was coming. But if Zeke takes on this block square here and gives Dak maybe another inch of like comfort or whatever, then Dak maybe stands in there and gets the ball to Dalton Schultz. But since we see Zeke cutting and tumbling here, that makes Dak feel like he has to get the ball out quicker. So he steps up and he gets a little more erratic, man. So I'm putting it on Dak because I do want you to get the ball out, like quicker. And I don't want y'all to make this, because there are some I Am Legend monsters out there that are thinking Dak still holds the ball too long. In 2018, Dak was like second in sacks, like getting sacked 56 times. He was terrible at it, but he got better in 2019, and he only got sacked 23 times. So I'm not leaning into the narrative that Dak is holding the ball too long. But in this situation versus this blitz, it's 2 things. Like, first, Zeke dying this horrible death right here, but Dak can just kind of get the ball to Dalton Schultz. This was long-winded, but I feel like it was necessary. Who do y'all think this sack is on? I'm saying Dak, but if you think Zeke, I'm fine with that too. While we whooping up on Zeke, let's take a look at him on this play so I can tell y'all why this is Zeke's fault. That's pretty much why this is Zeke's fault. Let's take a look at this play. We got cousin Tony getting us whooped, but that's all good. This is different in the way that this was a technical flaw from Tony Pollard. Tony gave this sack up because his head was on the wrong side. So Tony is going to come across Andy and he's going to step up, but you see his head is on the left side of the linebacker here, right? So if you're going whatever direction of the person that you're trying to block, you kind of want to get your head on the side of the direction that you're going. So since Tony is going right, you want Tony's head to be on his right of the linebacker, right? The linebacker's left, Tony's right. This side over here, this side, if y'all can see my mouse, yeah, y'all can see it. You want Tony's head to be on this side. Why? Because if Tony hits him on this side, he's only hitting half of him, because that's the direction that he's going. You want Tony to get his whole body across the linebacker. Tony's not a big, powerful dude anyway. I mean, he's stronger than people think that he is, but he's not like a powerhouse kind of guy like Zeke is or whatnot. So we need technique to be perfect. All right, now that we got that serious stuff out the way, let's laugh at Ben DiNucci and Andy Dalton. Why don't we? We ain't doing nothing else. Let me unclick my pen. We ain't doing nothing else, man. Let's take a bend. Now listen, I don't play professional quarterback, and nobody watching this video plays professional quarterback in the National Football League. But it's just some things that are just clear and apparent at this point in our lives, right? We all know this play that we're about to run. We know which way Ben is about to run, and we know the person that Ben is supposed to be throwing the ball to, right? It just ain't gonna happen. So we know. And then watch this chat box. As I'm doing this live, I want y'all to tell me who has been supposed to be throwing the ball to. Y'all let me know. People watching on demand, play along. You should have been watching live. Watch this. We're going to get a snap. We're going to get play action. Ben is going to run the proper direction. And boy, there's a player wide open that we just supposed to be throwing the ball to. Chat box, what player in this particular situation is Ben supposed to be throwing the ball to? I mean, this is an easy one. It's an easy one. This will be on the test. What player should Ben? Because we all know this play. We all know this play. Yeah. All right, cool. We're going to move on. Ben just going to get sacked. Chat box, let me tell y'all this, right? This is on the quarterback as well. When you get this look, this is post snap, by the way. I'm waiting post snap, by the way. When you get this look right here, when you get your four receivers one-on-one with your 4 DBs, buddy, everybody's in one-on-one coverage. What do? You've got to throw that ball away or give somebody a chance. If you throw the ball away, it's grounding. So, and you know, Ben ain't scrambling nowhere. So the right call is you got to throw it up. You got to give somebody a shot. If you let's get to the cartel if you're here. Boy. And we get, hold on, where's the safety runs up? 1, 2, 3. 7 people in the box, right? You got 7 people blitzing you. You got 6 protecting. Some ain't right here, right? Something's absolutely not right here. Now, what would be better is if Zeke was on some kind of a swing route, make a little audible to get Zeke out there quickly, because nobody's gonna be covering Zeke. But if you got 4 wide receivers on 4 defenders, you just got to get the ball up to one of your guys. You got one-on-one coverage, man. Hit the outsides. Hit the outsides. You ain't doing nothing else. It's on Ben DiNucci right here, and yeah, he just held the ball and he fumbled it. So ball's on the ground, playboy, and Ben gonna try to make. Hey Ben, relax, man. Hey Ben, chill, bro. Jog, Ben. Thank you, sir. Look back. Thank you. Let's see what happened on Ben. Let's see what happened to Ben on this play. Let's take a look at this at the 16:05 mark in my notes. Let's see what happened to him. See what happened to him. Holding the ball too long, and I feel like if he would have stayed in the pocket and composed himself, he would have been fine. But he's gonna run directly at Terrence Steele. And once again, Ben kind of gets nervous. He's gonna take the snap and just run directly into somebody. It's cool. He gonna run. So we got one from Andy Dalton, and I'm showing this angle on purpose just so we can see the number of people that flash wide open, just for Andy Dalton to hold the football and get sacked anyway. So yeah, player, that's on you. Now, earlier we talked about sliding guys into the proper pass sets or whatever, right? So when we see this kind of threat from Andy's right, what I need Andy to do is to make the proper adjustments. Now, why was this even this way? Okay, because Zeke was here first. Let's just kind of play this out first, and then we'll break this down. Zeke goes away. Who leaves? 48 leaves. So this is the look that you left with. I tell you what happened. I'll tell you exactly what happened. This is the look that we started with, and I bet you Andy Dalton wanted the offensive line to slide to the left because it was pressure on this side. But when you put Zeke in motion and 48 goes with him, first of all, you in man coverage if that's the case, because 48 just went with Zeke. So that's just one little that's one piece of information you can walk away with. But then once 48's gone with Zeke, he's no longer a part of the pass blocking formula or whatever. So we don't need the O-line to still be sliding to the left. We need to make the adjustments and slide them to the right now. And if you do, what this should look like is left tackle on Fackrell here, 51. Connor here. These three guys will be blocking these three guys, and Peppers is covering Schultz. That's what should happen. But if you take a look at the offensive line, they ass still sliding to the left, and for some reason Terrence still thinks it's a good idea to not block the end here. So chat box, should this be the 15th possible sack on Terrence Steele? Should we make this 14 and a possible? Or should this be on Andy Dalton for sliding his offensive line to the left after Zeke was gone, when he should have made the double adjustment and slid the offensive line to his right? Chat box, boy, I just want to beat up on Terrence Steele so bad, but I don't think beating up on Terrence Steele is I don't think better than beating up on Terrence Steele is beating up on Andy Dalton. But moving on, I'm holding Andy Dalton accountable here for the sheer number of people that he left wide open, and like Andy Dalton just kind of running into pressure again, right? Like if you see that this is it, like we're actually running a rub for Zeke right here. Right, we're running the rub, pardon me, and we just need Andy to be early and let Zeke be yak guy right here. Like if you just get the ball to him right there, we should be good. And then even if we're not good, we shouldn't get a sack on that play. That's one problem. But then Andy Dalton is kind of double at fault because he let that happen, but then he ran into pressure again. I'm sick of these quarterbacks that can't run. They're constantly running into pressure. Like just like stick in the pocket like you know how to do, bro. Like quit trying to be somebody you're not. You're not Dak. Let's take a look and see what happened on this play. Andy Dalton, once again, got a little bit of motion there. Nobody's come in. That's zone coverage. Okay, pretty cool. Just bump the defense over one time. Play action, and boy, just Andy just holding on to the ball, boy. I'm not going to harp on this play too long. I want to give my new people an opportunity to go back and watch an old video that was filled with great information. I broke down this one play in particular for like 8 minutes because it made me so sick what Andy Dalton was doing, man. So please go check the video out. I will try to link it at the end of the video, man. But this is another situation where we need to just adjust the pass protection, but and we know that Andy Dalton had no clue what was happening because he ain't even feel Buddha coming. He ain't even smell. He ain't hear footsteps. He had no clue that Buddha was gonna be blitzing here, and all he had to do was shift everybody over one time. He didn't even think to do that. Just shift Tyler over to 97, and then Connor McGovern was gonna be in backside B gap to take care of Buddha Baker, but nobody decided to slide those guys over, man. If y'all want to see me break down this play for an additional 8 minutes with a lot of joking and making fun of Andy Dalton, go watch the old video. If not, cry me a river. Last one. Let's see what happens on this play. Let's see what happened to old Andy Dalton on this play. Just holding that football again. Yeah, holding that football again. Anyway, hey man, I don't want to hold y'all too long, man. I just wanted to put the information out there. I did 3 days of study, or 3 videos worth of study. So if y'all want to see how the other results, we'll just play some sacks. If y'all want to see how the other results turned out, y'all can feel free to go watch those. We did tackles, interior offensive line, and the EBE film, which is this one. You know, man, we should simply be better. We only gave up 42 sacks last year, and I said only on purpose, because if you think about how bad we were, right? If you just think about naturally how bad we were, the fact that we only gave up 42 sacks is just a testament of what we could be. You know what I mean? The most sacks given up, or the most people at fault for sacks, was Terrence Steele, Brandon Knight, Andy Dalton was at fault a bunch. You know what I mean? Like Ben DiNucci, and then those dudes ain't even playing. Them dudes ain't even playing next year. So just the simple addition of Lael Collins cleans a lot of stuff up. The simple addition of Tyron Smith being healthy cleans a lot of stuff up. You know what I mean? Just the fact that we don't have to be on like tackle number 5. Like, we can hate on Terrence Steele, but if I give him credit for something, we were down literally to tackle number 4 and 5, and he just played for us, man. So shouts out to Terrence Steele, man. If I give him credit for anything, I give him credit for being put in a bad situation and hanging in there best he could. But we're not going to be in a situation where we're down to tackle number 4 anymore. You know what I mean? So you know, let Zach get back full healthy, man, because he, his back probably hurting trying to carry this whole line by himself. And then we don't have to deal with the with the loony stuff, man. We can have 16 games, 17 games, possibly 21 games of Tyler Biadasz and just let him grow and grow into that role or whatnot. And we should be good. We should be better by default. All right, we should be better by default. With that being said, man, I ain't want to hold y'all too long, man. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, man. Till next time, bro. Peace. Shut up.